Hello, hello internet. I can hear myself from somewhere. It's the Twitch tab that I have open. There we go. I'm no longer speech jamming myself. I am just gonna close that. Okay. Professionalism. Music to a point where I can hear myself think. Fantastic. How are we all? I hope well. A moment's housekeeping before I get on with clankers. I put up a poll to decide what I was going to do today, and I quite liked it, so I might make a habit of that. It went up on my Instagram, so if you're not following that, check it out on this link. And have a say in what I do on stream, because I think that's a nice system. Also, I got some odds and ends working, and you will notice a small Ko-Fi banner. And I got Ko-Fi alerts working, so if you donate to my Ko-Fi whilst I am live, there'll be a little shout out in the bottom corner. I say this with no expectation of it being used, and no pressure to use that. I just thought I would leave the option there, since you can't currently do that through Twitch, because I do not have enough followers to get bits. I thought I'd give folks the option, but as ever, no pressure to use it. If you need a link directly to it, it is in the socials, and it is also under Donate. I think. Moobart? It's definitely under tip. Just don't betray me, Moobart. Moobart betrayed me. So yeah, no, never any pressure to use that, but it's there if anyone would like to. And I guess, without anything else to do, we're gonna get on with some clankers. So I've put a couple together already, because, well, I bought them and I couldn't not put a frame of them together. And I really like this kit. This is a really nice kit. Fantasy Flight Games knocked it out the park. So yeah, let's screw around with putting minis together on stream. Surely it can't be that different. I'm also going to close my blinds a little bit harder, because they're not the best blinds in the world. And I'm getting slightly strange light. There we go. That's slightly better. Hooray! Okay. We're going to build the exact same two droids that I built earlier, because I know they take about an hour and a half. We have clippers, we have a knife. My knife safety is poor. Do as I say, not as I do. My knife safety is poor and I will not improve it. Okay. You just enhance? Wonderful. I'm just gonna saw this for in half. It's already sorted for me. There we go. So yeah, like, these are nice little components. Like, there's some very good detailing on them. They're simple to put together. They're very nice. I am impressed by my first little set of Star Wars Legion minis. And they're not the most complex in the world, like... Yeah. I'll save real, like, fiddly criticism for, hey, I've put together some Droidica, or what have you. But these are nice. I won't complain too badly about putting 3 boxes of these together. I'm also realising I've got to put a thing on a thing. I've got to do one last thing. Bip. Bip 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 bip. There we go. I always remember to put things in the right place. Cool. So, the instructions are easy enough to follow. Like, it's literally just... Here are odds and ends. So, it's not so bad. So we're throwing together Droid D. Yeah, very few mold lines on these as well, which is appreciated. As someone who's very picky about mold lines. And who nails a little bit gross. But yeah, how are folks in chat doing? I hope you're all well. If you're working on anything, I would love to know. I hit the wrong button, but that's fine. Oh, where were we? Oh yeah. Clearing off what little mold lines there are. And getting in for... Not meant to be there. I took off the others. No, that feels like it's meant to be that. There's going to be a lot of me blowing near a microphone, so like, yell at me if that's annoying. Also, I think this needs to come up a little bit. There we go. There we go, yeah, that does need to come up. To about the same level as the background on my microphone. Wonderful, there we go. I have like 3 volume sliders and none of them are in the right places. None of them at all. And I realised I didn't throw streamer mode on Discord. Haha. I'm clever. Y'all can hear my Discord notifications. There we go. That's better. That's fixed. These were from fixing my glue part earlier. because I'm using super glue tonight, and it's a squeeze pot, so the nib is royally effed. Just royally. Okay, we've got the body done, so we're gonna go legs next. So that we can get it on a base. Now I'm not sub-assembling this lot, because I don't think I'm going to need to. And I'm willing to be proved wrong. Plus I just want to get them together. I can completely see where and why, like the backpack could be a little bit annoying. Having the blaster on is definitely annoying. But I don't fancy trying to get everything glued together properly in separate pieces. And trying to keep track of which droid goes with which blaster seems like a nightmare. So as well, one thing I noticed with this kit, which I really like, is that rather than giving you options as to which special weapon to build, it simply gives you a miniature for each, which I really like. That is a really nice change from what I'm used to. Of, here's all the special weapons for your squad, pick. It's like, no, you get one of each, which I really appreciate, even if I'm never going to use the rocket launcher. Okay, it's a little bit clunky for what I use my B1s for. That being said, Legion is one of the games that I've considered trying to stream, so if there's interest in that, let me know, and I will corral someone into playing it with me on stream. And hope that my laptop can handle tabletop sim and streaming tabletop sim. Because, oh boy, anybody with their email notifications on knows that I've been trying to get things to work. And so far, only card games have. So I guess y'all are watching me play Legends of Runeterra at some point. Or Magic, I guess. But y'all don't need to see me suck. I'll play something I'm somewhat good at. Yeah, hopefully this is slightly more. Hopefully this is a nice change of pace. An interesting difference from painting. Don't forget, at me with your projects. I love hearing about them. I want to know what y'all doing. Okay. And once again, do as I say, not as I do. Dry fit your pieces. Don't end up in the foolery that's happening here, where I am trying and failing to get a piece to fit. Because I know it goes on here, but it refuses to cooperate. There we go. Other side. Like so. And they vaguely balance. They don't have to because they're going to get glued in. You're glued. You're not glued. Yep. Let's get super glue everywhere. That down. Ooh. We need to fuck everything up just a little. There we go. A lad. We'll grab a bass. I really like these basses, by the way. They've got, like, nice density to them. They sit really nicely. When you place a miniature down, it just sort of rattles in place, then stops. It really gives me the vibes of, like, old metal Games Workshop miniatures. They just sort of step up when you put them down. Yeah. This little buddy gluing onto their base. So this is the same as this droid. Who is going to go together quite nicely. Yeah, I do adore the silhouette on these guys. Okay, while our feet dry, we can start cleaning up everything else. So I think I'll start with a backpack. And the head, and we'll work from there. I suppose I should explain for folks who don't know. These are for a game called Star Wars Legion, which was, at the time, these were made, produced by Fantasy Flight Games, and I think someone else has taken the reins recently. But these are very nice miniatures. So very nice for something Fantasy Flight has put out. And it is a Star Wars war game, properly fully fledged. It still has a lot of the trappings of like the other Fantasy Flight Star Wars games. So, you know, I have a little baggie here full of tokens and statistics cards and specialist dice that are actually just d8s and d6s, and these very nice cardboard tokens. It still has all of those trappings from like X-Wing and Armada, but it is a proper little war game, and it plays really nicely. It is very tight, very well balanced, and very fun. Right, we'll do the arms next, actually, I think, because I don't want to put this head together and then put it down, because that sounds like I'm going to lose it if I do that, and that would be a little bit tragic. Yeah, these are very nice little components. And from what I can tell, they're pretty accurate to, you know, the movies and shows that they're from. I don't think they've fabricated much for the sake of the game. Dug deep, certainly, but not particularly fabricated. Like everything you'd expect the droids to have, they have. Maybe not. Got their B1s, they've got their super battle droids. Got their big nasty tank. Which I probably won't end up getting. I'm not a big fan of the tank. I haven't tried it out yet. I quite like a couple of units of these and then something big around it. Since I've very much taken to playing the scenario in this game, which I like is a good option. I like when the scenario is impactful. I very much enjoy how the game generates them. I would show you the cards, but I don't actually own them. It's a very nice little system of sort of like draft picking them from a random assortment. Let's get in trouble. Neck. There we go. A pair of arms. I'll get the head thrown together, which it comes in 2 bits. Ooh, it's very, very small. So I'm ready to drop it. Back of the head. I hope you can even see this. I didn't even think about that. Like, I should 100% like crop this. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do that. We're gonna crop this in a little bit, huh? Ooh. Here we go. Let's do this live. Hell yeah. Transform. Okay. We're actually gonna type this. We'll hit a 100. 200 there. We're gonna chop 200 off the top. And drop 25 off the bottom. There we go. A little bit bigger, a little bit nicer. There we go. A little bit more zoomed in. You should actually be able to see this a little bit better. Yeah, this is what we're working with. It's tiny and small, and I'm sorry. In fact, I can actually like make this even slightly bigger. Zoom it out in a little bit. There we go. We lost a little bit of fidelity, but like you can actually see the components now. Yeah, there we go. Haha. Editing camera angles live. Professionalism. So I hope folks are doing good. I'm certainly having an interesting time working out new camera angles, and I'm gonna have to remember to change this once I'm done here, because otherwise I'm gonna have a nasty surprise when I come to do a paint stream. So we're just prepping all the components for our first battle droid of the night, who's currently gluing onto their base. This is nice. I'm glad I can do something vaguely festive. Having a good Star War. Hope everyone else who wants to has the chance to do a Star Wars today. Yep, sorry. Plastic dust. Gotta blow it off. It sounds awful. I know, I'm so sorry. Dark. Now we can start gluing some things together. Just gonna little spot of super glue in there. Get the head together. Into here. There we go. See, it makes a little socket to go on the head, and to go on the head, to go on the neck stalk. So I'll leave you for a minute while we glue the rest of the B1 together. And we're going to do the head last, because I'm not sure which way I would like them to be looking yet. So we'll get our unfriendly little robot assembled every other which way. Okay, now for the fiddliest bit, which is getting arms to line up properly. Thankfully it's not too hard here. It's somewhat obvious what is and isn't a joint. So there we go. It's going to look something like this. And my go-to is to somewhat remember, take one of the bits off, get a dab of glue, try not to glue myself to the miniature, which will happen. I'm going to pop it in, get it nice and arranged again. Come on. There we go. Right there. And my finger has sat to the miniature. Aha. It took me 40 minutes to manage that. Only 40 minutes. Only 40 minutes. Not bad for working with super glue. Whoop. Got a little component. Back together. There we go. In place. The eternal faff of wrist joints. Ah, there we go. The wrist screwed itself in. And there we go. Super glue. It doesn't let you choose for very long. It sets very suddenly. Okay. And we just need to decide how we would like our droid to be facing. Something like this, I think. A little nick on the side of their face that I want to catch. I do love these little dudes. They're very sweet. Now the first time I put these together I did end up getting tweezers out, so we might end up doing that again. We will see. There we go. A battle droid in 30 minutes. Not bad. Hi Barry Vulture. I don't know if I can make it dab. I can try. Two that look basically the same. Which they should. How are you doing, Barry Vulture, by the way? I haven't seen you in too long. Empty sprue. which I'm actually going to keep because I need more sprue. Droid the second. Absolutely ka-chow. Oh god. We can't. We can't make ka-chow a thing. Hex isn't here. You can't make me. Well, you can, but... But yeah, we're gonna try and crack through this whole whole box, if possible. We'll try and get all 9 done. Which we might manage. Probably won't. We'll probably get as far as like two full sprues worth. So that's not so bad. I can definitely go much longer on building streams, I think. They wear my concentration a lot less. Yeah, I probably should have thought ahead for the build stream and gotten someone else in. So we had another voice to bounce off of. But that's okay. I have you guys. It's always heartwarming to see folks show up. I'm beginning to increasingly feel like this track is out of place. Like, I like it. It's a good ska kick. It does not fit the rest of this playlist. I just know that I use YouTube VODs, so can't just be playing Star Wars music, which I'm half tempted to do anywhere. See if I actually get DMCA'd for it. I mean, I probably will. The detailing on these legs is very nice. They're very well made kits. I know some of the chunkier kits are in the like baggies with each kind of mini in, and everything's off of the sprue, which is interesting. Whereas these are sprues. Hang on. I put the sprue I was using away. I'm clever. Okie dokie. Throw a base across the room. And then dry fit a droid. That's its ass. Goes in there. Goes in there. These sockets are really awkward. My fingers are too big for them. There we go. Got a little walking droid. So. Is nice and glued together. So, first leg. Second leg. Flat foot and a toe. Okay. Backpack. First arm. And second arm. And we'll leave the heads be so that I don't lose them because they're tiny. And yeah, I'm going to start trying to get into the habit of saving some of my sprues for a couple of projects. I've seen some people make little glue pot holders out of them so that you can hold your glue balls upside down, which I quite like. I really need to track down who on Instagram does that and ask them about it, because it seems like a little lifesaver. Soup glue bottle. Hey, Trouble C! Nice to have you round. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I pronounced that right, right? I hope so. Yeah, you're catching us for a little bit. Oh, wonderful. Fantastic. It's sometimes hard to spot where the space is supposed to be. But yeah, catching us for a slightly atypical stream. So we are making battle droids rather than painting. Although, I do have my palette right here, and sneak peek for the commission that y'all haven't seen that I spoil on my Instagram story, which you still haven't seen, but that's what my palette looks like after I've been working on it today. So I don't know. Some very nice pinks. Some very nice pinks and golds. Which look brass on camera, but I show you they're pure gold. But there will be brass involved. Yeah, looking forward to posting that in 2 weeks, assuming it's done. I might be able to get it all done in 1. Oh, thank you, Travel C. Yeah, I am living for the colour palette that I've gotten to work on for that D&D character. It is, oh boy, very pretty. So yeah, we're just cleaning off some little sprue marks, some mold lines, any weird nonsense we don't want on the final mini. Just taking a knife, running it over, scraping it off, cutting it out. Attempting to practice half-decent knife safety whilst on camera. Failing, but mostly not being punished. Okay. We have a blaster. I can never remember what the name of the blaster for these guys is. It's an E something. I can check. Because you can tell whoever made this game was Star Wars nerds. There you go, it's an E5. These cards are actually really nice. They're like half decent quality. The art on them is very good. The graphic design on the all the game piece stuff is very nice. For folks who haven't seen them, this is kind of typical for a Final Fantasy game, is to have lots of little cards, especially when it comes to their Star Wars stuff. Royal stuff comes in a little stat card. You actually get minis for all three of these extra dudes, which is nice. You've got a couple of little upgrade cards. Of varying use. Okay. Got that arm done. Gonna get this arm done. Get nice and up to speed. If I do miraculously make it through this pile of sprues, I don't know what I'll do. I'll either paint something, or I will take a break and reach into my sprue box for something else. We will see. Yes, Sir Victor Sponge, I could say, hey Barry Vulture. Because I'm always up for screwing with Barry Vulture a little bit. I know y'all are hanging out in Discord, so I'm expecting some amount of trouble. Always expecting a little bit of trouble. What are you planning, Sponge? I mean, I could just come in there and ask, but I don't want to take that risk. Also, like, that's kind of rude. Because you will then just get broadcast. And that's, yeah, that's shitty. Friends don't dox friends. Arm time. Big arm time. Big, I made the forearm worse than it was. No need to go back over it again. There we go. That's better. Okay, so... So, this is the completed version of this one. So it's gonna cross the chest. Arms a little bit more out. A little bit more of that. Hey, what's a shame? How's it hanging? It's been a hot minute. Good to see you around. Hope you're doing well. Oh dear. Well, I hope we can provide some amount of comfort, and yeah, my day's going okay. Yes, happy Star Wars Day. Happy Star War. Also hi Clockwork Foxes. No, it took me 35 minutes. It took me 35 minutes to glue myself to a piece. So we're on glue incident 1. And I should really be counting them. But yes, sending good vibes your way, what's a shame. I hope the world gives you some small mercies. Right. It's all good. Yeah, I should start On a more positive note, I should start a glue incident count. I will do that once I navigate this other potential glue incident. Okay. First one. Good. Second one. Also good. Here we go. Ball on the joint. Here we go. Hey. And that's why I like those bases, because they just stay put. Right, I'm gonna put up a super glue incident counter because I think that's really funny. Text songs. New text. It doesn't need a name. We have had. One super glue incident. Yeah, it wasn't too bad actually. It was not too bad. I'm gonna grab a little bit of purple to put. This looks awful for the minute. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry y'all have to watch this. Put it under everything other than the webcam. There we go. Yeah, I managed to glue one of my thumbs to a shoulder. It's okay now. Better than the one that happened before the stream. Where the brass rod that I keep in this pot of glue got stuck. I'm now having to tear it out of a piece of tissue paper that I just pulled out of my bin. It is currently encased in like some real thick super glue. So I almost had a panic when I couldn't get into my bottle of super glue. Like half an hour before going live, after my local hobby store had shut. I was like, oh, I might not have any glue for this stream where I said I'd make things. That was almost disastrous. Anyhow, any good robot needs a head. Let's get this good lad a head. Leave that there, because the head components are tiny. There we go. There's a nice hearty comparison of how small things are. Not looking forward to painting the heads. And that's a vague lie. I am actually kind of looking forward to painting these guys. I've been having some thoughts. My Death Guard have given me ideas as to how I want to paint these guys. So they'll have that like khaki cream colour. Because there's gonna be so many, I don't want to be spending all day layering armor plates and all that jazz. So I figure, why not do them how I've been doing my Death Guard? And do recess washes. And just go around them like that. Ooh. Now this is the bit that I am going to lose. The back of the head. It is teeny. And round. So if a glue-on knife incident is going to happen, it's going to be here. We're mercifully on 0 knife incidents on camera. If that happens, I will be turning the camera off and going and getting a plaster. Because whilst this knife isn't sharp enough to do damage, it is sharp enough to make me bleed. So, yeah, I'm gonna be careful. My knife safety isn't the best. Do as I say, not as I do. You know, the usual. Cut away from yourselves, be careful. Let me be a lesson. Care. A head. A very, very small head. Okay. Glued on here. Okay. There we go. Sit you on there. And there we have our first 4 battle droids. Ready to head out into the world. Ready to run heedlessly into clone fire. And that's our first spree done for the day. So, chat opinion. What do you want to see? Special weapons? More B1s? More regular B1s? What do y'all think? I'm not going to make a straw poll for this because it doesn't really matter that much. Special? Wonderful. I'm going to go with literally the first 4. They have a rocket launcher drone, which I don't... Droid? Which I don't know how rocket launchers work in Star Wars. I have no idea. And they have a droid with a slightly bigger laser gun. So we will throw these together. So they are droids. G and F, and they are once again split down the middle. They are. Look at that. Fantasy Flight Games, I love you. So I'm going to saw this sprue in half. What a treat. They're not mixed up. They're not all over the place. Just side by side. We'll do the rocket launcher first, because, well, it's big and impressive and interesting. You are that one. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I see where your hand goes. Gonna move our little Roger babies off to one side. communism bots. Communism bots? So, capitalism bots. They are the Trade Federation. They're merchants. Good friends. Very good friends is what they are. But yeah, weirdly enough, this miniature is going to end up being my test mini for these guys, because I'm not going to be using the rocket launcher for the wargame, because it's a little bit clunky. It's a little bit expensive. And those are two things that I don't want my B1s to be. They're here to be very, very cheap. So that when I need them to be ablative wounds for General Grievous, they can just sort of do that. They can just step in the wear. And I'll be shoved in the wear. Legs dry fitted. Ooh, these ones are much looser for whatever reason. Not complaining too much. The other ones were far too tight. Now, I am glad to be getting my head around which way a droid's body goes. So that's nice. I'm no longer having to check which way's the front. That's making this whole thing a nice bit quicker. Roger, Roger indeed, Gasman. Roger, Roger indeed. We have a whole 9 Roger Rogers to get through. I'm not... If Rogue Hobbit wants me to say hi to him, I'll say yes, hi Rogue Hobbit, for Victor Sponge. I don't want to dance monkey dance for you, Spung. I can look at the discard. I know who's in there. Yeah, I do know that's not your... We don't have a discard, unfortunately. I should make one, actually. If that's... Hang on. Let me make a straw poll to gauge some interest. No, sorry. A personal one that me and Sir Victor Sponge are in. Um... Okay. I'll put that out there for the courtesy of putting it out there, but I think I might be making a Discord server tonight. It will be called the Jam Jar, because I'm sticking to that branding decision that I made a year ago. Unless any of you have a better idea. But no, I will get that set. If enough people want it, I will set that up. You had my curiosity, now you have my jam. Yeah, I doubled down on the whole jam thing, honestly. Was it a good idea? Is it an interesting one? Yes. If jam wasn't so sticky, people who get commissions would be getting a little pot of jam in their box. Also, I realised I didn't actually greet Chaotic Gothic whilst he was slamming both me and Victor Sponge. So hi, good to have you around. Yeah, if jam wasn't something I didn't want people to have to wipe off of their commissions, a little bit would be going in commission boxes. But I would like those boxes to arrive clean and not full of glass, so... No jam, unfortunately. I wish. I know you can get little plastic contents of jam, but like, they're just gonna get squished in the post and... Oh, yeah, but... I spend so long on it. That's so much work. Just be ruined by jam. And hubris, mostly. I varnish everything that goes out the door, but varnish can only do so much against such reckless preservative. Such reckless preservative. I will check the straw poll. Sure. I will also vote in it. Wonderful. One other person has told me to do it, so I guess it's happening. Okay. You know what? I can do that live. No, that's a poor idea. Let's not screw around with that, not live. Okay, that will go in the quote bank. If I can copy and paste it, please. Please, OBS. I will set up a quote bot at some point, Gazman. But for now... Oh no, that's... No, I want a quote bank. There we go. I should really have opened up a second screen for this. No, because I don't even know how to... Once I work out how to code one, I can code the other. I don't even know if I need to do much coding, I just needed to pick from a random list of things. Well, that's been saved. That's a dumb thing that I said. I have a channel on my little notes thing with odds and ends that have been said and remembered, including such classics as "Are you okay, babe? Are you okay? You've barely touched your food log," and Clockwork Foxes saying, "Get in, loser, we're going to boys." So hey, Quotebot has some beef. When I eventually work that out, we have enough. We have enough for that. Let's get a droid. A backpack. Oof, what has happened here? There we go. Yeah. Oh, I've got glue on my nice knife. Dang. Yeah, that'll be fine. Owie. If I have to get a drill out for this. Where glue bottle? What's happened? I'm gonna have to get a drill out. So, this is the problem with squeezy glue bottles, especially squeezy super glue bottles, is the nozzle clogs occasionally, and you just have to forcibly unclog it with either a paperclip or a drill bit, or just something. There we go. I'm not gonna waste this glue. To get more than that. Yeet that back into the tool drawer. There we go. Glue's flowing freely again. That off on there. Nothing is sacred. There we go. Backpack for a droid. After much of fussing around. Hey! Make sure none of my work surface is gluey. Wonderful. But yes, duly noted that a discard would be appreciated, so I will work on that. And actually that would be quite useful for me as well. On the getting people in front. Then I don't have to clog up people's personal DMs. And then I can spend just like a day screwing around with Discord and Twitch backends and call it work. Rather than actually, doing anything truly productive. God, this is a big chunker. Is Rogue Hobbit still here? I want to ask a Star Wars nerd question. If you can still hear as Chaotic Gothic, do you know how rocket launchers work in Star Wars? Is it a laser rocket? Or is it just a rocket? Because I don't know. And I'm deeply concerned. Because I know you're a bit of a Star Wars lover. If anyone knows, it's you. Or Wikipedia, but we're not here for a J Googles things stream. Oh, thank you for checking, Gazman. Good to know. I'll assume it's a laser then, since everything in Star Wars is a blaster. They cause purple smoke and fire missiles with warheads. Okay then. Then I assume it is an actual rocket, if it has a warhead. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Okay. Some sort of scope. Slots in there. Good tuner. Ooh. Yeah. Instructions are a little bit unclear on this one. It's a weird angle. Lightly stabbed myself. It's fine. A light pricking. This is a really fiddly little bit. It's weirdly smooth. There we go. It's half one? Not half one. Oh. 7 o'clock. 1.5 hours in. That's what I meant to say by it's half one. I think this is good progress for hour and a half. 2.5 B1s? Hell yeah. That's twice as fast as I was expecting to go. Okay. Gonna get this little targeter glued in. Get in there. There we go. hang out in that region there. A strange little oh cool. They just sort of fell off the sprue. Wonderful. Okay, so this is going to be a really awkward one. A lot going on all at once. So yeah, that's going to have to be on an angle, like so. Whilst this wants to try and fit in there. Well, that's interesting. Okay, so we're looking at something like that. It's a little bit of a mess, but that's fine. I think what we're going to do is we're going to make a decision as to whether launch is going to set, which is on the floor, and then we're going to deal with the rest of it from there. Whoop. There we go. Retrieved it. Plug you up to there. Just sit like that, which I quite like. Then get it roughly set and pop it off. Dab some glue in. There we go. Do it. We'll set it like that. So we can see that first. Okie doke. One last bit for the droid, and it's the head. Back of the head. I'm actually just gonna twist off the sprue here because these sprues are not particularly tight. we're actually going to get a cleaner... Yeah. We're going to get a cleaner cut off than if we clipped it. There we go. Wonderful. And this is like so small, even I'm not going to be picky about sprue marks on it. Because that's how I end up getting hurt, is filing sprue marks off of skeleton heads, usually. It's usually what gets me. The skeletons. Okay. The head. Onto the neck. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this track from the playlist. I've decided. Okay. Another droid. We nearly have our full complement of them. Look at these. What good lads. Okie doke. Next. What are we doing? Right, I need to stretch my back out a little bit and refill a water bottle real quick. So, I'm going to take a 5-minute break and I will be back very shortly to finish off some B1s. So, do not go anywhere. Hello! I'm back. I'm fed, I'm watered. Let's do the last droid special weapon, which is the E5C, which is an even longer string of letters and numbers. Hope everyone had a nice brief break. Hope y'all are still with me. As we keep cracking through these. Head a little bit closer in. You know what? I'm going to start taking the backpack off in this initial little run through. Get all that done together, and then do arms all together. Look at our base. But yes, while I was off filling up a cup and grabbing a biscuit, I had a brief thought for Discord server stuff, and yeah, it'll be a hot minute. I'm gonna have to learn how to set up some bots on that, because I like role assignment bots a lot in the public Discords that I'm in. I value a good pronoun bot, so we will set that up. It may take a hot minute, because if I'm going to do it, I'd like to do it properly. Remembering to get my ass on camera. Cool. These pots are pretty clean. I'm starting to find it's quite nice. It's very nice, in fact. Well built little kits. Like, was the Fantasy Flight model for getting game content can be a little bit annoying to me sometimes. These minis are gorgeous. These minis make it worth it. Not that worth it, but worth it enough to bother playing the game physically. Twos. Also, there isn't a Twitch category for Star Wars Legion, which I'm not surprised at, frankly. It is not a game that I expected to be streamed a lot. So, yeah. Hello to anyone who found us buried in the art section. Hope you're enjoying whatever the hell this is. Weirdly off kilter. We'll be fine. Yeah. So this guy actually has something special with his backpack. They have a little spare blaster, so that you can tell from behind which one has the improved carbine, because otherwise it's a little bit hard to tell. And I switched clippers mysteriously, because instinct kicked in and I picked up the classic Citadel ones that I now use for things that are bad for clippers, as opposed to my nice new ones. So those are my cut through metal and cut through paper clippers, as opposed to my nice cut through plastic cleanly clippers. Okay. Just like the droid gun on its own. And now this is supposed to slot into here in a wear. So you just hook into there nicely. Wonderful. Yeah, I really like this little addition. This is a nice little addition to the kit. Oh, popped him off his bears, that's fine. Yeah, so now they're visually distinct from above and behind. It's going to make life so much easier picking this dude out on the battlefield. That is just like a barely different little gun. Especially from like 3 feet away. Yeah, we are. We are speeding along with these minis. I'm very happy with how much we are getting done. Supposed to fit into there, huh? How do you want to go? You want to sit like that? Okay. Fiddly little cat. Okay. I think we're just gonna have to go off the good old put the gun arm down and make it work option. Almost had a second glue incident. Hell yeah. Okay. First arm. Second arm. There we go. There we go. Hey. Oh. All the glue on one side. You slide in there. Then try and pivot you into the right place. Arg. There we go. Got it. Aha. Fantastic. Whew. Nearly did. Pardon me. Nearly didn't have it for a moment. Oh, what a time. Remember to hydrate, chat. Else you too will have embarrassing voice breaks on the internet. Our ever fiddly head flare. Just gonna clip it off with a knife. So it's mostly clean to start with. I can just skim it down. Turn about. Okay. Glue. Ooh. Smallest components in the dang box. There we go. Ahead. And now I'm going to struggle to pick it up. I think I'm actually going to just sweep it into my hand. Gosh. There we go. Angry little gunsman. And yeah, you can very much see why they've added this little extra component to make them distinct from a regular battle droid. Just break that silhouette up a little bit more. They look very similar next to each other. Okay, series clear. On to Dawn of the Final Sprue. So, this one is not quite as clean, but that's okay. So I'm not going to cut the sprue apart too much on this one. I'm just going to go straight in with the unit leader, who is all the ear pieces. It's strange in that there is no backpack, just an antenna. B and C left. So we have a kneeling and a running forwards left. After this, not bad. I do like the little kneeling droid. They're my go-to for when it comes to... Oh, no worries. Enjoy dinner, Gazman. Thank you for hanging out. Yeah, the little kneeling guy is my go-to for when some poor fool has to stand outside of cover to keep everyone in order range. Okay. Some ramrod straight legs. Okie doke. Back of the droid. Slot legs into place. Yeah, this dude is very much stood upright. Which is a little spicy for these guys. Weirdly enough. Everyone so far has been squatting a little, running a little. Right. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of carving out on this glue pot. It's a little bit glued up. Try and get something flowing. Come on. Is this because I left you alone for a little bit? Is that? There we go. There we go. You once again have glue. Oh, I need to clear my throat. Well, that was disgusting. That was gross and foul. Well, I'm proud this glue counter hasn't gone above 1. That's not nothing. A top of glue. Stretch my bad wrist out a little. Leg, socket, socket, leg. stand up on their own. Fantastic. Attack the feet. Nice and dead center on the base. Look at that. Wonderful. Now we are going to want some odds and ends. Pair of arms, a pair of binoculars, trusty E5 blaster. Ooh. Gonna leave the head on the sprue, and I'm gonna leave the radio on the sprue as well, so that I don't lose it. I would like to not lose it. My knife's getting a little bit clogged up with glue, so yeah, I might have to change the blade soon, but it's okay for now. Gonna shave that down. Okay. Getting all of this to sit together nice can be interesting. Okay. So looking at that kind of joint there. Okay. I think I'm just gonna put one arm on and then work it out from there. Like one arm on in like a reasonably conservative position, and then scrunched everything. It's okay. It's okay. Get the other one on, and then we can everything together. I'm just gonna let it crumble. It's okay. Sometimes these things can't be dry fitted as well as we would like. Especially since there's a little bit of a IDK, you figure it out sort of instructions. Since they have just sort of been like, okay, cool, these bits go here. Figure it out. There we go. It's pretty reasonable. Now we have our weirdly tall unit leader. Which is nice and important for the game. And should be fun to paint since they get the fun little yellow patches, which would be nice to paint in. Okay. So now we need to suss out how this backpack, how this little antennae sits in. Sort of rests on one side, and I would be right in thinking that. I think it just rests in here. Oh no, it sits completely on the shoulder. Okay, cool. That makes sense. Fantastic. This is such a small little part. Dark. That's all the cleaning I think we're going to manage on something this small. Ha! Wonderful. Just like so. It just sits on that. This, I believe, sits on here, like that. From what I've seen. Yeah. Because that's not a slot for it there. I mean, we could leave them without it. That is an option. I think not. I think we'll pop this in here. Okay. No, they just need a head away. They've fallen. And I can't find them without a torch. A torch. Uh-oh. Ah. Well, the universe has decided for us. The blaster is... Well, it's somewhere. Let's see if I can find it, huh? It honestly was a bit busy back there with it. I think I'm gonna leave it off. Well, I'll find that later. Dark. We are about to hit 8 o'clock, so... I don't know. Do y'all want to go for one more after this? Or shall I call it a day at this? We've made very good progress. We've actually built a full unit once I get this guy done. So that's exciting. A whole not many points worth of battle droid. That's fine. That's the point. We've experienced a second glue incident. Count is 2. That's a concerning rate of 1 an hour. Love that. Get your nose around that. Binocular. And there we go. We have our full little unit of battle droids. And they're looking pretty good. Oof. So, I do actually think I'm going to call it there before we reach Glue Incident 3. I'll update that for the sake of posterity. Glue Incident 2. 2 counts. I got myself stuck twice. So, thank you so much to everyone who showed up. Thank you for everyone who stuck around till the end. And I hope everyone has had a good time. If you are still about and did not catch the full stream, if you want to watch the VOD, please do. It can be found here on Twitch for the next 2 weeks, and it can also be found over on my YouTube channel, where I put all of my VODs. It is an archive, nothing else really goes up there. You can find that along with all my other social medias over at !! socials. I think that's what socials, right? Socials. There we go. If you follow that Linktree link, it will take you to my VOD YouTube, my Instagram page, and well, back to the Twitch page, as well as to my Ko-Fi if you would like to support me financially without buying a full commission. It is very much appreciated, but there is no obligation to do so. As ever, I do miniatures commissions, if I can spell commissions correctly. There we go. Thank you, Mubar. You can follow that link. It is I have updated my rates recently and made them a lot clearer, so please do go check that out if you are interested in having me paint your miniatures. And I think I just found the blaster in my carpet. But yes, thank you very much for the support that is watching this. Thank you very much for being here. Be good to each other. Have a nice night. I'll see you all next week.